All right, Abusia Micha na misan somo akwaba. God board who sense me Abusia ene eyade AfenyoMarkins Abusia for na de and some are watching and no de enya asem ketwa ni na se same gemfi ba abonte be yisu som kasa bi edema no offer no eye extortionist no mo kire mu a listo we chele se wa hwe extortionist ya yisu ema eye Alexander AfenyoMarkins no reason wo ho. So reason anywhere the anti na Alexander AfenyoMarkins ema abonten ema dispute sa claim no. Now was sorry all the answer no e the court there be say Afenyo ebe Canada eba public ebe Canada mo bia ete ansa na asem no or the beko eye court or the akona busua ene ensem a e course so e ho no pese yetie na yetumi eche ya ha e da so aye be media je be se wase ene dey connect channel so ni no go kwan se be se wase be subscribe like no about so action for person be tie no enya bi ete yentie nkoma a abusua na e course nkoma ye course dey Alexander nsem na no den ema no yentie na yemode ase be che ya ha era so
Afenyo as it stands now, he is still an extortionist here in the public domain until Onuatv Afenyo na ankasa beba bontin ade na me fuma nusi from abra Afenyo ma sha se Afenyo na ankasa no, you have to do public good by making sure say you are answerable and accountable to the public of this republic. Brabek said the entire extortionist. Sami dem fin so wo a question to answer. Or say we extortionist. And he was clear without mentioning even a word or a letter. Even to the point say I was say IMF nyoma omo church or any crown come and point to where be at say gold board neboka. You couldn't come and explain. And now person who have stickety subject matter into no. What could Jane say? And you also me extortionist into me court. Court now work on nyansa bi ani.
Okay.
The nyansa woman say answer na be court no. Avail yourself to the police or to EOCO or to any other your friend say investigative body say sami jamfi di atom wo so say wo ye kronfo wo de ogidi say wo ye kronfo enu nti no omo friend sami jamfi na omra me kire die nti a wo ye kronfo because wani maguase wo badwam ana wo firi ho a na ya clear wo say wo ye kronfo no afa na wo court ene defamation anya na kronfo bi adwen yo mo say te say me wo de me court for defamation me ma because they tell me man say nipa bebre say we are aware Brian mu nyina mo de me court me nsi wo mpo because this me defame dey nti na me defame kan dey nti a me asema me kan nya no kre. You have a right to rejoin that as a journalist. The point is that I'm using the American system and the UK system. So me better radio so na me kan sem fa wo na nya corrector. Put the facts out. Na me na me kan sem no. Me mra me ka say asema me kan no na no enya correct because me a journalist. I have a right to rejoin that. And everyone has a right to rejoin that. But Saudi can work out. What do you say? Because minister medical to your lawyer ka. And I mean from minister medical to the anama me rene me money me bush your phone no. Me from go to your lawyer ka. Because who would me defend me and you know say I have in all my practice as a journalist no. Me nye bi da say me go obi animu ase. And I'm to man trace. I say bi enu so me kan ya me tio. Who alleged there? I was say we nipa no kwata wo kwata. The point is me si hompo. Etu ko di before judgment. Christ na would tia me say me met you 10 million. They say Akufo do nuyen. O say me met you 10 million court. Mako. If you know, I said no for what was the Mako court no crampo no. Uni wan sabu mi o because any na president na judge be so trans mama judgment. In this Sanyo man, we have to preach it. Yeah. Again, confort from talking. Nipa ni so ya confort pa uni say nipa ya confort.
Okay.
Uni say nipa ya extortionist.
Okay.
Uni say nipa ya bone. But they say we're Johnny to go and hide behind the cloak.
And what about you to charge no?
That means so between what you say to charge no. Or person me do me no jaika. I don't know what my adre koso. Name no kopim time Afenyo bet me na camera nim ka say me nya extortionist. Kopim so bet na your board submitting him to the public scrutiny. They say we are police headquarters CID. And that's what we call EOCO. We call OSP. Why you need Attorney General? Then he has to what's called.
And Ivan Che innocent.
And they were MP very commoner in the streets because Nimonyam bien in home. They throw money Nimonyam for but Omunya Nimonyam.
But list to say untimi kani nyina momusa.
Me kani nyina bom because
untimi kani nyina momusa.
List to jam na me nkasa esa na ho.
Ba untimi kani nyina conclude say because of nipa ba ku mienu bad night ba ku mienu ntino.
Na nyanka te pone na esa nka te pa. Ah? Ya perifo mu bench na wo say bedua cross e bedua sa. Perifo kan asam ngira wo. Eti mu parliament won ma ba ku ma wo same mu nyina mu di no. Mutimi se kire ne nka kire se wo pani ja ejimi no. Mutimi nka kire no. Mutimi nya board nka kire oni ba cross e onua aha wo yi wo ha wo ye nyina ye din mu. Jai nim guase na wo de brain ne jai ejimi no mutimi nka kire na. Wo se edi mu nyina mu fra. Ya se bedua cross e bedua sa. Eti kane no ye camera se bedua mu anaka ni dia wo ma mra se bedua mu ene wo da so sa eni dia ni ma sa mra se bedua ni. Ya accuse him for bribery for a very long time. Mutimi and can't share Ghana for someone you're corrupt. It means that to the extent that the speaker, the current speaker, in the past, will raise issues of corruption about this parliament. This same parliament. My and confer my farmer, you better go Kagumani Mwase. The beer AfenyoMarkins original and also. Why accuse you will be one way of the. How many times hasn't he apologized for his very useless comments, baseless comments? You make claims without substantiation. You just stood up one day, one morning, without recourse to even reading and understanding with wisdom. No one better microphone him. Etimia accuse you will be back. Say or no? Drew the bail condition very onerous. What were you insinuating? In law, we are lawyer ni. Why because some people lawyer for my bon. Because we are lawyer ni na ko school down nimdie. Who nimdie pa na nimnyansa. To even come out and say obi bail condition be onerous no. It means that you are denting his image or your crown for. Is that not what it meant? Na sami dem fi crown for wo obi a wo watimi akotena ayi. Afenyo start here na ADB. Ah wo koton me boa. Before 2016 election. ADB. ADB. Was starting back on who come here, you can't want some.
List well. And somebody be our car, Tobo.
Men to me, what's I saying? Other than let me be very sincere in how I felt about the minority leader and the majority leader yesterday. And no, can say me very profound statement. Read out to my Facebook page. Sir. Then a politician say what Ghana ha. See who cromfo wo mu a. Na o mu agangen cromfo say o mu mra defend o mu so mo nya cromfo. Na tipetitive dia na ye juloye ni yakochene ni abono. Ye nyina ye sika o manfo nyina ye sika. Nipa baako because of politics awie sika no. Eno de emye nka menyam entobwase. Ukoti petitive obi hwi mu bag say na de sano cromfo. Why are you not lenient toward that person?
So you see extortionist just say what terms ka bi dia ma no.
Extortionist. Do you understand the word extortionist?
What kuku.
Intent. The intent to which you act. Mens real. And some actus real. The intention alone is a crime.
Allegation.
What is allegation?
Evidence.
And what accuse you come and defend it. And that's why I have not extorted. I have not even caused any extortion in my way. But church them court now wokono nyansafonia nimdifo net wono nyese wokọ ya udi kan akotkan wokakan of parliament say wokọ court. Every idiot can go to court. No. Any idiot can go to court. And to court and borrow the words, the kind words of arrest. It is true. Say pasia bia to court udi kan court na woni bem. Allegation. Allegation. AfenyoMarkins. What ni pass na parliament. Enya somebody in the trading. It is a major for him answer. What ready for me to nipa 87 no. Where who be the odd 87 where who be Afenyo na is money fatano.
And what boni din?
Allegation. You are answerable to me, the Ghanaian. AfenyoMarkins is answerable to me. He should not hide behind the cloak of semi-equal court. Brother, you who first attempt and your rejoinder. Come and explain why you are not an extortionist. That is the first thing you must do. As an work to do, and I must say, oh, you are in the service of the people. You are a public servant. For God's sake. Yeah, there are some to also. Sabi the food to no. Nyan sachi and say, Mami ko yimi huano. Be you huano. And ya court now.
But no. Who allege say
Sammy Jemfi must prove. So you running to court would want to gag the people of this country, and I'm not gagged because of a guy can say, "Well, you're extortionist." You are still an extortionist until you prove yourself innocent. And Sammy Jemfi must prove you not innocent in court.
Listen.
No, listen to me. When you say it's a crime, when you say a crime, and yes, civil.
And yes, civil.
And you won't call for defamation of character, no? And it doesn't make sense to me, the Ghanaian. Yes, so we are extortionists. Let's just say we are criminal. And you catch Sammy Jemfi say, come and prove me guilty in public. Or I prove my innocence by telling the story as to why I'm not an extortionist. The onus lies on you. The one that has been accused to prove yourself not guilty. And it also lies on Sammy Jemfi to prove you guilty. So, extortion is a crime. Baby, I found the law. Ninyansa, Nina, Drake, one and Timo, Adania Fanny, or civil case. Not just have a criminal aspect in a woman everywhere. The state institutions must go to work. An extortionist must not remain in parliament. An extortionist.
Until they prove it.
No, until it's proven.
Listen, Ghana has a second was try for causing financial loss to the state. Yes, Attorney General at a point no rely on the accused person say when we improving who says that signature when yamia, that was wrong because now was said the one legend, what accused will be say what causing financial loss to the state. Every evidence said, but so it's up to Sammy Jemfi.
You are this brilliant in law. I didn't know.
So it's up to me.
You see, that is why I tell you all the time. Say the name is not guilty. Same way, Afenyo
is not guilty
until he's proven guilty. Is that not true? In law, in Mamika Central, law, and your mammy and a kabum money making sense. And I go back to my beginning. Say, and your common sense, and I apply to make sense to the final judgment. And what is common sense here? What Afenyo? You say we are extortionists. I got a phone in a mimi because Sammy Jemfi only from my who that.
Okay.
And I did not me one. Who the say when you're extortionist? Me boy, when I walk on. And Tibet Sammy the when you're extortionist.
It's your court.
And I also court. Now, extortion, a crime, and yet civil. So be the good animal say keke.
Court.
A crime, sir. I was a state institutions leave him. Na ye hu emu feko. Na ye hu say yam pass. Afenyo your extortionist and in law no and yes sir you have to go and prove your friend is guilty in keke. You also at defense must prove innocence.
Okay.
It's a logic. Okay. Me ya diasema to me so me need for I was say be dem back there especially me private man me a public servant.
Okay, I was here
so parliament.
Me try me
ba. Me go court me na wo be ga give me say na me kan wasem. Wo court na wadi bim.
Me try me ba me ba.
Obi atimi ko
driving the president. But the fundamental point here is not about the criticism, but about the point Adena Woka Hwasem no and follow within the purview or the mandate of that particular person. He has no control over it. And again, to go to a point of threatening the person, if you do that particular thing, then you are no longer doing politics. You've brought it to a different realm, and Same will respond to you in that particular regard. And now, can I say you've listened to me a couple of times? This is not the first hour press conference, and then as a forum. He has never used those such words before. So the thing is that Afenyo may be taught, say, someone now can I track with that. Your friend is a bail condition statement, But it's really, really, really idea you can't overlook because Sami is in operation working. It's not like say we're jai. So I know the day, if that particular threat is not dissolved, I know the day, sitting there, crying, who could take any other initiative via crying who is there, Ubesro A or China Day the Bessie, that kind of way, that can also have the propensity a bit to me at water effort near my. So for me, and I make say, so who can be bra, but it doesn't also push away the fundamental issues because he also took his time, explained extensively the whole operation, how the depth and as for, and Sammy Jemfi has never in anywhere disputed, say, your friend saying the 1.7 billion loss, 22
billion.
Nobody has disputed that. And any of the communicators of NDC going around nobody on a single occasion and a dispute. But the fundamental point is that baby I cannot see no young fan a particular table no na young can discuss into no we can blame Bank of Ghana as an initiative we are more buy and yet. But you see, the reason why AfenyoMarkins was so quick enough not to mention the program, they say the program is a brainchild of Baumia. In the very moment, Yakofa policy, okay. I know the day, the originator will become a casualty. So if that is the case, exactly because policy the buy and papa the buy. Obina Quatina say, Sika from outside into Yamfa program Wemra. And to say a policy because the reasonable thing to do is say the policy from day one to and then you say a camp for almost 4 continuous years. So the policy is a debt-oriented initiative. So we can criticize the policy, but Afenyo will never criticize the policy because criticizing the policy will amount to criticizing Dr. Baumia, who is the originator of this particular policy. Okay. You understand? So conveniently, they have pushed away the policy. The bank now, the institution that is responsible, your penis in chain. Then the intermediator now, no, the human said Jessica Cotta, the Bremeno, and the Yafana Dina Babisiho, not even gold board, but rather Samijamfi as a person. And again, debts now overbossing in the past, The partner not auto gold, my Bank of Ghana, now a PMMC. Okay. What is OB PMMC? Do you know the person who was heading the PMMC? Do you even know the person? But these losses were happening. Some ran on Afenyo to China. Or not or Cambodia, and I know our pursue him. So he never complain. He never see all these things. And then I can say, he who comes into equity must come with clean hands. Okay. Nobody is your friends that memete hay or be an over criticize ya by a problem because it is your right as a Ghanaian. But if you are doing it, do it right. And where you have to point fingers at yourself, you need to. And where you need to isolate a program or an initiative and critique it, we can. Because if there is anything at all in this whole world world thing to criticize, it should be the policy and where it is coming from. And I think the figures now were the two things.
Where 2024, not Ghana lead. Yes. 140.6 tons. And at 2025, near more than 180 tons. Yes. It's increasing by more than 40 tons.
I think that as a country, looking at these figures, we should be ashamed of ourselves. Do you know why? Looking at this figure, we should be extremely ashamed of ourselves. Because it means that all these years, we've been missing these things. Because some call international space, some catch as a gold war, every Ghana and go through Bank of Ghana and other appropriate to and I am more than so over the years, people have been smuggling our gold. But this time round, a certain decisive intervention has been taken by government, and as a result of that, these gold fine chain BM. So back to us. And then that is the benefit you and I are reaping today. So if there is anybody, I think government deserves some commendation there because over the years, so the gold board has become a motherboard they are going forward. Just like say, what hey, be a company, I wouldn't even cotton cocoa about Sana timber. First, timber board, there are certain category of wood. Ghana timber board, gold exclusively within the remit of gold board. Obedient to me find chain cotton gold. So whenever the money goes out, automatically the money comes back to our international reserve. That is why the same IMF report, the earlier one, can say, international reserve are double. That is why Bank of Ghana today can push over 12 billion into your friend saying the forest market because the only challenge that comes with pushing dollars and they say when you are burning your reserve, but the reserve has been doubled and the government has a plan. In the next 5 or 6 years, they are planning on having over 30 billion sitting in